You were sleeping carefree but got disturbed by an annoying noise created by your alarm clock. You groaned and took your hand out of blanket, trying to stop the alarm clock, but it ended up falling down the side table, making you groan again. Ah, this alarm! What are you trying to do? He said. You flinched and said in sleepy voice, trying to stop the alarm clock. I went and stopped the alarm clock, and Vian smiled and dug herself in blanket again. Now wake up, he said. What? What am I supposed to do at 8 o'clock? Office. If you forgot, then you are joining the office from today. Now get up, he said, but you didn't, replied back and continued sleeping. He took away the blanket and threw it to the other side. He sat on bed while groaning and with an annoyed face to be greeted by his poker face. Okay, I'll get ready. Taya eyed on your tiny figure and leaned and kissed your forehead and followed by your exposed collarbone, making you frozen at your spot. You looked at him, but he held his cold face on. 20 minutes and I want you ready. I hate getting late. You nodded as he left. After he left, you blushed like hell. He is your cold arranged partner, but shows some sort of skinship, but always cold and strict. You immediately got yourself ready and went down where he was waiting for you. You and he were having breakfast together when he said, have your meals properly. You won't get much like regular days in office. You pouted and nodded. He let out a secret chuckle. Mind if you have your meal in car? We are getting late. You didn't mind it and went with him. Time skipped to office. You both reached the office. You were a little nervous, so to hide that you were walking behind him, Ty noticed that and pulled you ahead. You are not my servant. Before a secretary, you are my better half, so you'll stay by my side, not behind my back. His word provided warmth to your heart as he said, am I clear? Yes, I was just a little nervous. As soon as you both entered an office, all the employees stood in two lines of either side, left and right. They bowed to Tar. I want this to make clear, and I don't want to entertain any useless drama. She is Mrs. Kim Wyan, my respected better half and also my secretary. Any useless drama, flirting, or misbehavior toward her, I won't tolerate. I treat her like my princess, dare to make her cry, and no mercy will be given. You smiled internally after hearing his word, but the employee gulped, seeing the tiger looking so serious and dangerous. He cares for me, you whispered to yourself. He wrapped his one hand around your waist and took you to his cabin. You will be sitting in front of me on that sofa. Your files are there on the glass table, so start your work. You nodded and started working. It was now around 2 hours of working, but the thing is that you are now getting hungry. Your stomach even growled. You just pouted and closed your eyes, trying to convince yourself that you have to focus on work. No, Vian, focus. You flinched when you felt cold hand on your shoulder. You looked to see him glaring at you. I was working only, you said. I told you to eat properly, didn't I? He said in a stern voice, making you flinch and look down. Knock, knock. Come in. An employee came and kept cookies with a cup of hot milk on the glass table. He bowed and then left. Have this. No, I don't want. I am fine, he said as he frowned. Your stomach growled, Vian. Now have this. You scolded me on the first day of my office. I don't want that. He held your hand and pecked them softly, followed by his favorite spot, making you melt. I didn't mean that. You didn't respond as he again tried to talk, but then you said, feed me ice cream then. No, it's cold now. Get back to work fast, he said as he stood and went to his chair. Hey, I'm not convinced yet. Come back, Ty. He started his work making you ground. You started eating cookies while glaring at him angrily. Monster. You were mumbling while having them. He doesn't care about me. No, not at all, you said while handling the cup and was about to take a sip from it when he said, "Careful, it's hot or you might end up burning your tongue. Then your foodie behavior will have a pause for a week or so." Wine in mine. It's really hot. I should have been careful. I know I'm not a kid anymore. Not less than that, he commented. Leave that. Can I get some more? No, you'll not. We'll now have lunch directly after some time. Now work. You started working with your file, but later a woman entered in cabin. She was looking as if she was head of some other branch, and she was. She and Tai talked that she was manager of marketing department. After discussing about the other things, she started leaving. Your dress looked very pretty, you said. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kim. The woman smiled widely, making you also smile. As soon as she left, you loomed at your dress. You started checking yourself if your dress was also very good like her, because her dress you liked very much. I don't look good like her, you said while pouting. Come with your file, Vian, let me check. You nodded and took your file and went to him. You passed him the file but got pulled by him with your file in his hand. What are you thinking, baby? Nothing. Do I dress too simple? Am I not looking good? Should I change my dress? Is it not of your standard? You said, being a little insecure. From where this is coming? He asked. The girl, she was so beautiful and her dress was also very attractive, not like mine. I'm not even half of her, you said sadly. Right, you're not even half of her, he stated as you looked at him on the verge of crying. She's a flower of someone else's life and you are a rose of my life. You both are different and that makes you and her unique in different style. I hope now you're clear. Your face immediately lifted up and smiled and hugged him. I was so sad a while ago, but now I'm fine. I thought Mrs. Kim was angry. You blushed as you hid yourself in his chest. Don't think too much, he remarked. I know I don't express myself well, but I do care and will always care for my princess. You pushed Taehyung, went near his chair and sat there like a queen. It's so comfortable. Of course, I have to sit here for long hours. He was about to come near you when a knock was heard on the door. Come in. You saw an employee coming inside and saw you sitting on CEO chair, whereas he was on sofa. Sir, these files, wine in mine. Let's tease my handsome husband. He anyway behaved too strict towards me, so revenge time. Before I could respond, he quickly said, Keep it there on the table. The male nodded and came near the table and kept the file and was about to turn to leave when you asked, What is your name, handsome? Good morning, ma'am. Myself, Choi Yeonjun. You were about to say something else, but flinched after he slammed a file loudly on the glass table in front of him. Yeonjun got all scared and ran from there after bowing in front of you, wine in mind. Damn it, I fell in a mess now. I'll go to the washroom. You were about to go when he held you by your hand, making you gulp. In morning only, I warned everyone regarding no flirting with my princess, but I forgot to teach my dear wife only. She need a good lesson to remember this, isn't she? He whispered in his deep husky voice.